Oh, bing, bong, boom. You already know what time it is. It's your boy, Big 38.
Yes, sir. It is Coach Carey, a.k.a. MC4.
There we go.
And we got a big guest in the building.
A banger.
The one, the only, Sylvester Wright.
Welcome.
Let's give a hand clap.
Off season.
All men are created equal. Some just work harder during the off season.
Let's work.
Wait, Carey, you didn't dap yourself up. Dap yourself up, kid.
Mr. Dap himself up. You already know.
So, Vest, yo, go on and break it down for the people. Tell them who you are. Give them the nicknames, all of them.
All of
Everything. We want to hear it all.
All of them.
I'm Sylvester Wright from Jersey City, New Jersey. Played at St. Anthony's High School. Two-sport athlete, basketball and football. Won a national championship in basketball in 2011. Went on to play college ball at Morgan State. Finished my last 2 years at Kane University. Played with my boy Carey right here.
Yes, sir. Good times, man. Good times.
He was trash.
Nah.
Damn, that's crazy. Yo, everybody just
My boy had that field drip.
He had the field. So you only remember him for his field drip.
No.
Like Dylan said, I was the general on the field.
Yeah.
You know,
I knew he was gonna be a coach.
The IQ was there.
IQ was there, but the speed wasn't.
Damn, that's the second person that came at the speed.
2 for 2.
That's crazy.
But
I mean,
yeah.
I'll eat it. It's good.
It is what it is.
It's cool.
Like I said, we played together in college. Right after the season, reached out to one of my mentors, Wilbur Valdez, head coach at Union City High School. Got into coaching right away with him. I just knew during my last season of football, my 5th season, that I couldn't get away from the sport. So I ended up being like a player's coach at the time. My teammates leaned on me for the playbook, leaned on me for leverages and things like that. So I got the opportunity to coach football right as soon as I graduated. Been coaching at Union City for 6 years. Took 1 year off. Coached college ball at Morehead State, 1AA team in Kentucky. So in between the break, I was training guys too as well. Coach during that time. So I would say about 3 years ago, my 3rd season of coaching, I was able to coach the Phil Sims North versus South game. I had the North DBs.
Trash.
Nah.
We the South. You know the vibe, baby. The South is where it's at. You heard?
So
Really central,
right
but it
there.
is what it is.
When I had those DBs, I had a vision at that time. I'm like, damn, got the DBs in the All-Star game in the state. I could take off in this training game, branch off, and just coach DBs. So that's where that vision came from. So I started training DBs in 2017. I want to say 2017, 2018. Dealt with some big-time names out of high school like Jaden Gould, Avery Powell, Teray Powell, Jordan Morant, Trey Watkins.
Sheesh, this is a list right here, man.
Out playing with my boy.
Clarence, who plays at Notre Dame now.
All dogs.
Yeah, so the list goes on and on. I'll give you a funny story about Teray Powell. I met Teray Powell at a game, changed his camp. It was a little 7-on-7 camp. He was a running back, two-year starter running back at St. Joe's. And I went over to him. I'm like, look, dog, you got Jalen Berger in front of you right now. But you have the body of a DB. He was 6 foot, 190 at the time, ran a 4.4. I'm like, look, man, I think your
That's
future
the size
might be
right
in
there.
the DB. Now he's a fucking 3-year starter at UMass.
Whew.
Face of the program, team captain. Just little stories like that, man, got me in the training world.
I like
Definitely.
it.
That's
like
what's
it.
up. That's some big names out there.
Some big names.
We got what, UMass, Michigan. What else we got? We got Nebraska, Notre Dame. You said
Holy Cross.
Holy Cross.
Holy Cross.
Got Nas on the Merrimack this year.
This past year alone, I have sent 16 kids to play college football. 14 Division I and 2 Division IIs.
How does that make you feel, like, you know, being part of the process of them really, you know, coming into their own and really becoming like the defensive back they wish they could be?
Man, it feels great, honestly. Like, I just go by my morals as a guy, mold, and support. So if I could guide you, if I could mold you, I could support you, I could bring you up to where you want to be.
Most definitely. That's what's up, man. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's more than just training. Like, training is, what you're good at, but, diving into these kids with, more than just, all right, this footwork here, but like how you as a person.
Yup, checking on your grades, checking on your family. Like,
there's a mentorship aspect of what you do.
It's not just train you on Saturday, you leave, I don't talk to you till next Saturday.
I'm checking on you weekly, grades, family, you name it. Inviting you to cookouts. In this coaching world, I don't want to be involved with your life for 4 years. I want to be involved with your life for the next 40. So I want to be at baby showers. I want to be at weddings. I want to be at family reunions, you name it.
You coach them, they become family to you.
Yes.
I think that's, we don't see that many coaches in this time frame like that. You're making that family atmosphere, you're mentoring, and in today's world, a lot of these kids need that mentor. They need some guidance because, like you said earlier, kids step outside their house and they're in a reality that they don't want to be in, and they look to you for that guidance, and the fact that you can give that to them constantly, consistently, that's what's up, man. That's keep doing it.
So I took like the Boys and Girls Club model, where you used to go after school, you went to the Boys and Girls Club, you did your work, and you played. So I take that same model and bring it on to my training. Like, all right, we're going to have fun, but we're going to work. And I'm also going to check on your life skills. I'm going to make sure you're doing the right thing in school. I'm going to make sure you're respectful. And
Student athlete.
So what would you say, like, when you took that year off to go back, when you went to coach college ball, what was something during that year you learned that you brought now to coaching high school and to coaching high school DBs, college DBs, NFL DBs? What was that year like for you?
It was a little different. Like, you really gotta be attention to details, the little things. Like, on that next level, everybody's good. Everybody's big, strong, fast, you name it. But it was like the little things. You step this way, you might be slower than this person. And then also putting a business aspect to it as well, you gotta be prompt, you gotta be presentable, you gotta do everything right for you to even get the next shot on the next level.
That's it right there.
It's just like everything. Everybody doesn't like saying it, but you always judge a book by its cover.
Absolutely.
You always judge a person about, are you sagging your pants? Are you when you shake my hand, you look at me in my eye. Like, it's the little things when being presented is like, you got to do the little things. So if a person doesn't know you, that's the first thing they see.
Absolutely.
It's the first thing they could tell. Your handshake, your eyes, the way you're carrying yourself, if you're mopey, if you're happy. Those are the first things. So you always got body language is one of the biggest things.
No bad body language.
But I think that's something that's taught, not something that's learned. You have to teach a young person how to carry themselves.
Absolutely.
And how you want them to be presented in front of an elder. How, like, I was taught by my dad. He didn't have to say nothing to me, but he showed me how he carried himself around his mom, how he treated his dad, how he treats his brothers and sisters. That's not something that you could just sit back and you just
watch on TV.
It's a lead by example type of thing.
It's something that you learn over time from people. It's really who you're surrounded by.
Absolutely.
Also, what I learned about student athletes coaching in the college world, a lot of it is mental, and a lot of kids deal with a lot of mental issues. So, like, I did a little tactic when I was coaching, when I had my DB room. So when they came in the room, they had a pencil and a little paper on their desk. They had to write their problem that they had of the day. Maybe they didn't eat. Maybe they failed their science or chemistry test. Maybe they having girl problems. And I had them throw it in the trash, shoot it in the trash. So they was throwing their problem away. But at the end of the day, I would go look at it and see what each kid was going through at the time. So I tapped in another way. And once you show these kids that these young men that you care about them, they'll go the extra mile for you.
That's it right there, the caring aspect. Absolutely. As I'm coaching at Kane right now, obviously you know that, and that's one of the biggest things. I've only known these kids really, or these young men, for 7 practices. I maybe FaceTime the one time before that just to introduce myself because I'm only like that part-time coach. But I want them to know how much I care about them because, I'm texting them after practice, some notes out there. And I always end every message that I send to them, love y'all.
Yep.
Because that's really coming from here. Like, I really love the players that I coach. It's not just that cliche love you. Like, that's not what I'm not saying that, right? Because I'm there for them when they need me. When I tell them, yo, I'm 20 minutes away from campus, call me. Right. I will be there in 20 minutes. I don't care what I'm doing.
Right.
You need me, I'm there.
I already know we had that relationship with my former players, and we dealt with that.
Absolutely.
Together. It's a family at the end of the day. You know
that's what it is.
So tell me a little bit about the chain, bro.
The GetWright.
The GetWright. Stop playing with my boy.
God,
stop playing with my boy.
Heavy.
So look,
talk heavy.
GetWright came from the last name, Wright. So it's a little swagger. Like, look, man, when you come to me, you gonna get right. If you go to somebody else, you gonna get left.
Stop playing with them.
Ooh.
And then FlyBoys came from our former coach, Coach Jarvis Johnson, who coaches with the Green Bay Packers right now. He's my mentor. He used to be like, man, you fly as shit, boy. You're a fly boy. He was from Florida. He was captain at Rutgers, played with the Baltimore Ravens. So,
like that?
Like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, all right, I'm going to call my youngest FlyBoys because I took that on with him.
FootballNeedsFlyBoys.
FootballNeedsFlyBoys. You already know. Coach,
I think
GetWright.
The first time I seen that joint, I was like, yo, that's a fire show. That joint hard.
Right, because that's going to, think about it as a young man coming up in high school, like, that's something that you look at and say, yo, I would want to be a part of that.
I want to be a flyboy.
Right, and I think that's a great way for you to get all these young men training with you, because the tactic of saying, yo, come get right. Like, that makes sense to these kids.
You'll be a flyboy.
Flyboy forever. Once a flyboy, always a flyboy.
This is my FlyBoy.
We got a FlyBoy in the building right here.
FlyBoy, you already know what time it is. We just got done training today.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? 10 o'clock, you were.
Early day?
I was a little bit late. I dropped mama off at the airport.
Okay.
So,
but he made up for
I made it, had to, I do my overtime.
Oh, okay. I got you.
The youngest with him doing overtime.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
How'd that go today?
I think I love training with younger people rather than training with somebody just as good as me, because then I see their mistakes and then it makes me think before my rep. That's why, like, he don't probably know I always go last.
Yep.
It don't matter. I could be I'm obviously the best one out there.
My bad.
Big 38.
You know the vibes. But I go last because I want to see, okay, what's the little mistake he made, so I can remember when my rep comes up. I'll tell him, like, yo, he'll be coaching somebody. I'll be like, yo, if you do this, boom, boom, boom.
And we be right on point.
We be back to back, like, yo. He'll be like, dang, I was just about to tell him that. So it's like I'm not trying to coach his people, but it makes me realize before my rep, like, okay, let's do this right. And I might get wrong. And he tells me something, it's just like an NFL person telling me something.
You're learning from other people's mistakes, right?
Exactly.
No matter what their age.
And that's that FlyBoy community. You know,
A lot of camaraderie.
yes, like that's their big brother. So they learning from their big brother.
They ask me all types of stuff.
I bet.
It's
Life
crazy.
I bet you probably get some crazy questions from these boys.
But it's all love though.
Absolutely.
Like, when I be like, nah, yo, bro, where you going, bro? You know we got conditioning. You know we got ass. You be like, man.
And for them to see you doing it, playing at the level that you're playing at, that's definitely huge, right? Because they may go to a high school, or a lot of the high schools that that these kids come and train at, they're at big high schools, right? But how many of those guys that are playing in the league from the high school are coming back, right? You're coming back. You didn't go to their high school.
It's crazy that
nothing.
you say that. The kid that he brought up, his brother played in the league, but played wide receiver. Boom.
So he don't really, there's a difference.
He played for wide receiver at Don Bosco for 3 years. Played DB his last season. Had his best season. Ended up signing a full ride to Merrimack.
That's
and that's a kid that will be in the sessions. Let's say if I have a session on the weekend, he getting 4 sessions in.
Oh wow!
So he's
locked in.
Yeah,
bro, he be locked.
Nice?
Sometimes you got to get on him. Cause he'll be when he get around his friends, you know how it is when
when
you
you're
like,
around your boys, so you could maybe I'm gonna
too
take it.
cool for school.
Exactly.
But when he locked in, smooth.
Being locked, what I want these young boys to know is being locked in is cool.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Being locked in, being the guy that's locked in 24/7, knowing what they got to do to get to where they want to be. That is being cool.
That's the
right?
standard.
That's the standard. You doing the other stuff. That's not the standard. That's below average, and we don't really mess with average between. I know from the three of us.
Yes.
Hold on. What the shirt say?
We are not your average, right?
Not your average.
Not
You know
your
what I'm
average.
Shouts out to my man Donald. You heard with the new drip.
You already
Hey,
know.
if y'all don't know, go on. You could type it in. Buy some not your average gear because that joint is crazy right now. It's going
crazy.
It's better than butter.
Crazy.
Better than butter.
That's what's
That's
up.
my only shout out for the day.
That's the only one.
Only shout out for the day.
And that's a free shout out too. So that's only because it's the guy.
That's
right
my
there.
guy.
That's the
my
guy right there.
That's my guy. We gotta get you some not your average.
Yeah, we'll
gotta
get you.
some not
We'll
your
talk
average.
to Donald. We'll see what he could do for you. He's good. He's good people. He's
say
all
no
right.
more.
So my next question I got for you, so coaching, right? Then you got training. What are the two differences, or if there is any differences that you bring to both? Like, what does it take to coach a DB, but to train a DB? Like, you be training the same person, but you're coaching them and training them. What's the difference?
You seeing? Yeah. Talk to
Ooh,
us
that's a
about that.
tough one. I attack both the same, honestly. Coaching is my life. So I took that lifestyle and made that into my training style. So I could say, man, to me, I take it the same. A lot of others don't. They split it, but I attack it the same, honestly,
You're
man.
paying attention to the details.
Footwork,
hips, all that stuff.
All that.
'Cause I know-
I feel as though in the sport itself, you need that. So you got to coach that.
Exactly.
You got to harp on them things. And then in the trainer aspect, it's just me focusing on just that. Me coaching is X's and O's.
Right.
That's the only difference.
Right.
It's just like, so when you train, it's just like a glorified long Indy period.
Exactly.
Right? Because in Indy, that's the only time you get, I mean, depending on the practice schedule, you may get 10 minutes of Indy in one day.
Right.
And you got to get the most out of those 10 minutes. The good thing about when you train is
Training.
you're getting that half hour,
Maximum
hour
time.
long.
Yes.
So you could really fine tune what they need to do.
Yup.
So yeah, so there's a lot, like you said, you're doing it the same way because it's the same thing you're doing in practice, but just for a short amount of time.
And then you're taking the X's and O's out of it. But with the
There's no
trainer
scheme.
there's no schemes in it. Training, you got to explain the why behind it. A lot of trainers just go out there and just do whatever.
So I ain't gonna lie, that was probably the smoothest thing you probably have ever said. It's a glorified Indy.
I mean, it is, right?
I don't think I've ever even.
It's
thought
a
of
glorified Indy
it.
period.
I could literally be like, "Yo, we could get Indy session in today."
That's
Let's
because
go.
at the end of the day, that's the same thing.
It
you know,
is.
because
Wow.
your DB coach.
Maybe I'm just slow and I wasn't thinking of it like that. But dang, wow.
Yeah, I mean, you're Indy at
I hate Indy.
Carolina.
I hate Indy.
Why?
During our Indy, I play safety. All we do is tackle for him.
Oh well, okay.
I'm sitting there coming out of the post, tackling somebody 10-yard space, and I get.
You don't do like no back pedal drills, or is
Well,
it?
you better know how to.
Well, I was gonna say when you get to
better
that
know how to
league,
backpedal.
when you get to the league, you have to be able to do everything.
You literally.
But like we said, the little things are important. But I guess
our
tackling
Indy,
is
our Indy.
That's football.
Yeah.
So I'm going to coach
I get,
that.
yeah, you gotta coach
You gotta
that.
coach that
And
up.
especially the different ways of tackling
Yeah.
nowadays. Like you're probably learning different ways to tackle that you never learned
It
before.
all depends on who you playing.
Now the
Like
game
if I'm
is
playing,
safer.
if I'm playing Alvin Kamara, I can't tackle him the same way I'm tackling Nick Chubb.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not going up top on Nick Chubb. But with Alvin Kamara, he's so shifty. He's able to move his legs
Yeah.
out of a tackle. You can't go low on him.
Yep.
So you got, like, if you go back to the Saints game, I missed 3 wide open tackles versus Alvin Kamara. Because what he do? I went low, and he just, last second, moves his feet.
That ain't gonna happen next year.
Nah.
Man,
It's not happening
worry-
next year.
38.
Worrying about
Big
it.
38.
Big 38 went crazy that last game versus, I had to make up.
Oh yeah,
for
we
Saints.
saw
12 tackles.
we saw
One
some-
sack. Huh?
With the club?
With the club.
with the club.
One sack
Oh,
on Tom Brady.
Yo, I was, yeah.
Come on, man.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
crazy.
I
sack on the
reposted that
goat.
one.
man.
We thought it was gonna be a sack on one of his last games.
He
and
had
then
to
he had to
come
come
back.
back
He had to
for
come back
you.
with that.
I think he's that might be giving you another opportunity.
But I sacked him this
now-
time. He got to sign the football.
No.
Yes, you
this
should've
this
done
time
that.
around we're gonna catch a pick.
Respectfully.
Yes.
Respect.
INTs. Get your bread.
Got to get it.
Love it. Glorified indie periods.
Glorified Indy period.
Love that.
Hashtag.
We're about to hashtag that.
Hashtag the next workout is going out.
Glorified indie.
Hashtag glorified
Let's go.
Indies.
Let's go at Coach Carey.
Off season, baby.
Yes,
Tag him.
sir.
That's fire. So I seen that this year. So you were coaching the basketball team, girls basketball team
Basketball,
too.
yo.
Y'all won.
Y'all won states, right?
We won
Y'all-
states. Shout out to the girls.
He ain't just a football coach, man.
My man is well rounded in coaching. He's well rounded in getting a person better.
Absolutely.
Not just
Not
you don't
just
have to be
a
a man.
young
You don't have to be
man.
a athlete.
I'm sure those young ladies that you coach, you know, they're looking at you for that mentorship in a way because you got so much game up top. You know, you've been through so much coming up, playing ball, like
Playing for the GOAT, Coach Bob Hurley.
that. That was gonna be my question at the end. So, what was that like, though?
dive into that the girls basketball.
Talk
Then
about girls
Bob Hurley.
basketball because
All right, so I was able to coach with one of his former players who coached me in summer ball, Coach Carlos Cueto. Coach Carlos Cueto played for Coach Hurley back in the day. Ended up playing at Richmond on a full ride. Came back, coach boys at Union Hill, a couple other places. Then he ended up taking over the girls for UNC High School. First couple years was rough. Had a bunch of girls, group of girls, young ladies, who stuck around for 4 years. They all been 4-year starters. And now we here. We put together a nice run. People don't understand we was 0-5 in the beginning of the season. So
that's a tough start to come back.
That's discouraging. Like,
That's gonna mess up here. It's not anything physical. Like you might have all the talent in the world,
it's just another season.
but you lose 5 in a row.
we ended up 0-5. And then we went on a 17-game winning streak.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, them young ladies don't know that. They taught me a lot, man. They taught me a lot. Coaching females, they tough as nails. They gonna question you. But
What are we doing today? Like, why are we doing this?
and why and how, but they definitely give a shit.
That makes you a better coach, wouldn't you say? Like when they're questioning you, because then that gives you, now you gotta be on your P's and Q's. You gotta be on your game because somebody asks you something you don't know. Which how you supposed to look like a coach not knowing what you're supposed to know?
I think the biggest when I train women, right? Women are so detail oriented.
Yes.
Like they literally know
Organized,
like
everything.
They might not know exactly what's happening, but they're like, "Oh, I remember when we did this and why does it feel this way?" And I'm like, "Dang, I didn't even think you even knew what I did a different variation." It's crazy how detailed like a woman is.
Yeah.
Like and it's beautiful. Like
Absolutely.
they're asking you questions. It makes you like, oh snap. And that's when you start to feel you like, dang, they really appreciate you.
Yes.
And you get through to young men, and then the fact that you can get through to the young women at the same age range, that's special because there's not many people that can go from boom, boom, boom. Because there's a lot of guys out there that'll be like, nah, I ain't going to coach no females. But you took on that challenge.
Yep.
You took on a challenge to be an assistant coach on a team that was 0-5 to start, and before that, a tough program that the coach was trying to rebuild. But you were part of that, so that's gotta, we're proud of you. You gotta be proud of yourself right there, because that's something special right there.
Shouts out to the young ladies.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's a huge win, a huge
getting that
accomplishment.
Ring.
Ring.
He said,
Hopefully
"Ring-
your hand's falling
ring me,
down.
Ring me.
That's what's up, man. Congratulations to you.
Appreciate
Congratulations to the head coach, and continue success with that program, man. That's what's up.
I'm surprised the basketball court isn't on top of the roof.
That would be dope.
That would be crazy
sick.
with the lights on.
What?
Like a little rooftop joint.
That's a cool stadium.
Yeah.
Bro, when I went up there the first time to work out, I'm like, yo, where is this? And
Yeah.
He's like, bro, he come downstairs, come open the gate. I'm like, you go up there, you really see New York. He like New York right there. I'm like,
To the left, MetLife right there.
That's tough.
fire stadium.
I never actually went up to the stadium because when I came and recruited E, I never went up. It was in the middle of the winter, so I was just in the school.
Beautiful.
Beautiful school, though.
Yeah.
They did a great job with that. That's what's up. But now I got to ask, man.
Talk to us.
Being a Jersey City guy, Coach Hurley was, fun fact, my uncle's PO. Right? Because on top of coaching, he was a PO.
Yep.
So he was my uncle's PO. My family knows who he is.
Yep.
My uncles knew who he was. So I want to know, what is it like having played for such an iconic figure, not in just New Jersey, though, because he is
Global.
an iconic figure in the world of high school basketball.
Hall of Fame coach.
Hall of Fame coach at every level.
That's crazy.
He is like the definition of the GOAT.
Who was on your team?
All right, so we had
What was it? 20
Kyle Anderson, who's on the Memphis Grizzlies right now. Miles Mack, who was a standout at Rutgers. We had Lucky Jones, standout at Robert Morris. Who else? I think the whole team. Josh Brown, who played at Temple, Hollis Cook, who played at Oregon State and Iowa State.
Name dropping.
I was gonna say name dropping after name drop.
This one St. Anne's was crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
I wish they never closed down, man.
What you telling?
St. Anne's and St. Pat's at the time, those were like,
Ooh.
you already knew that.
Those
shit
some
was
battles.
Crazy.
So speaking on that, that's how we end up becoming the #1 team in the country. We played St. Pat's in the North, parochial. I think it was in March 2011. Yeah, they was the #1 seed in the state, and we was the number two seed in the state. Crazy game. Tickets was going for like $600.
For a high school game?
High school game.
Yeah, but we talking New Jersey high school basketball is different.
Yeah.
Especially when those two schools played. St. Anthony closed, but isn't St. Pat's the Patrick school now?
School,
so it's not even the same. Like
it's not the
the
same.
high school without those two, it's not the same. Without Coach
They had
Hurley.
Michael Kilgore-Chris at the time.
Oh, damn.
I was at the draft when him and Kyrie got drafted 1-2.
Really?
I was there at Prudential Center. I'm like, as soon as they got drafted, I say, all right, Dad, we can leave. I got drafted. I'm like, Jersey got drafted. I'm
We
out
good
of here.
now.
I'm out of here. So how was it playing under someone like that?
Man, it was crazy. Fun fact, so I wasn't going to play my senior year. I was just going to focus on football and whatnot. And he sent one of the assistant coaches to my house, Coach Ed Malloy. He pulled up to the crib. He was like, hey, what's going on? How's everything going? I'm like, everything good, about to get ready for this off season. He was like, you know what this about? I'm like, nah. He said, Coach Hurley wants you to come out your senior season. This is no tryout. This is no nothing. Like, he wants you to come out. He wants you to be just who you are, a kid from Jersey City, and that leadership. I was like, say no more. We could do this.
You can't say no to him.
We could definitely do this. Because it was only, at the time, I want to say 3 other kids on the team from Jersey City. Everybody else was from like Patterson or New York. So he came in. It was Craig DeVilla from Jersey City, Jerome Frank from Jersey City, who ended up playing at LIU and FIU, and Taekwon Burno from Jersey City. So it was us. It was us 4 on the team. So once I got in, I met the team. They took me in right away. And it was just fun from there. It taught me a lot. It taught me a lot of life lessons, like little things. Like we had to sign a contract before the season. No earrings, no tattoos. Shirt must be tucked in at all times. Curfew had to be in the crib at 10 o'clock.
I love that.
This is high school.
This is high school. This is like some Coach Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And mind you, during that season, it's cameras all in your face throughout every day, like throughout the whole season, just following us around. Got to play on ESPN a couple times. Got to play on the SNY
like
network.
That? Or you was the hype dude?
Nah, I played a little bit. I played a huge role, coming off the bench, backing up Miles Mack early in the season, because Josh Brown had to sit out a couple, I think like 30 days, and Josh
transfer.
Okay.
And Josh Brown ended up getting most of those minutes. And Coach came to me like during the mid-season, was like, "Look, what you thinking about playing college basketball?" And I was like, "Coach, honestly, like, I don't think I want to play college basketball. I got a couple things lined up ahead of Morgan State, Delaware State, Stony Brook University, LIU University."
All for football?
All for football. So I was focused on that. But at the time, Cheney University, Bloomfield College was looking at me, Rutgers Newark, King University for basketball. So I had to pick and choose. And I was just like, we had a conversation. I was just like, "Coach, I'm focused more on football. So minutes got shorter at the time. But man, it was a great experience. Like I said, playing on TV, cameras always around you. Just playing at you might as well say you was playing at the highest level.
Absolutely. In high school basketball, not even in New Jersey, like you playing at the highest level of high school basketball in the country. Playing for him.
Yeah, so like I said, I still have a great conversation with him. He came by the gym, did a shooting clinic with the girls.
I saw that. I think you posted that. That was what's up.
So we still have a relationship. Like, Coach is a great guy. I still hear his voices.
Yeah.
When I'm just going through life.
Is he still coaching? Or is
No. So he's running like clinics. He has his own foundation, the Hurley Foundation.
His sons are doing real good. They're coaching Arizona State and UConn.
Yup.
Tough.
Danny's at Arizona State or UConn?
Danny's at UConn, and Bobby's at
Arizona State. So what would you say, getting to play for such an iconic figure, and he's like we said, Hall of Fame. What's the biggest thing you think you learned from him that you use in your own coaching world?
Life skills.
Life skills?
Yup. Everything with him was structure. He had to be presentable, respectful, and he treated everyone the same. So if you was the All-American to the last man on the bench, like, you got treated the same. And if he loved you, he was gonna dog you. So
that's his way of showing love.
Yup.
He's harder on the ones that he. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall on his practices. I think it was. I don't remember when there was like a documentary on him. I don't know if it was on Showtime or it was on Showtime.
So he had one on Showtime. It was the street stops here. And then you had the one on HBO, which was the last one, but right before the school closed. And then I was on CBS.
Okay. I'm going to have to go watch the CBS one. I know I watched the HBO and the Showtime one. You should watch them because those right there, it really shows you the impact that he was having, not just on like the basketball team, but like the community. Like he was Jersey City.
Right.
Like, and for me, my parents are born and raised in Jersey City. They moved me out when I was 5, but I hear all the stories about Coach Hurley just because of what he did for like people that are in my life. Right? I don't know Coach Hurley, and I've maybe shaken his hand once or twice in my life, but I feel like I know him through all the stories that my family and my family friends have told me.
People used to say Jersey City streets, the veins was burgundy and the blood was gold. Like, because Sandy just ran.
They ran through everybody. My dad went to Hudson Catholic, so he didn't go to St. Anne's.
They used to have some battles back in the day. Yeah.
So I think somebody like that, like a coach of that stature, like, it doesn't matter what sport you coach. Being around someone like that, you could take anything from him.
It's contagious.
It's just the way he runs, how he carries himself, how he runs his program, the accountability he puts not only on himself, but his players, his assistant coaches, all that was probably amazing. And you probably didn't grasp it right then, but then as time went on, you be like, dang, I remember when Coach Hurley did this. You got
older, and then it started to click.
That's why I said life skills. I'm still using what he taught me, what he coached me to this day.
Tough.
Like the little things, like attention to detail, eyes when somebody's talking, how you shake somebody's hand, being prompt. The little things, man.
The stuff that I think early in the conversation you brought that up. That's what you preach to the FlyBoys and anybody you train. So you really truly are taking what Coach Hurley taught you, and you're kind of moving forward with that. So
I like it.
Coach Hurley being that iconic figure, but you're coaching under somebody right now that is well respected throughout the state of New Jersey.
Yes,
Coach Valdez, like. I've had many conversations with him at the convention. Hudson County legend. Went to the University of Miami.
Played on one of the greatest teams of college football.
He was on that. He was on the U and the U Part 2 and stuff like that. He was on one of those teams.
So he blocked for Edwin James, Frank Gore.
Those are his boys too.
He was on the field.
Oh, he was on the field.
He was in the field.
Yeah,
like, that's when the team was. All right, we going in the camo. We going. What's up? Like, we like that.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
And I think the biggest thing with him, for me anyway, is not the fact that he played at the U. Like, that's like what I found out later on the road. But what he did for the Union City community and that school, like that program, he's transitioned that program into being a.
I never heard of Union City.
Exactly.
The person I knew from Union City was
Steve Gonzalez.
Steven.
The offensive lineman. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the first time I heard about Union City.
There was also that other lineman that played at Florida State.
Jose Matias.
Dog.
Who's now a strength and conditioning coach at Oklahoma.
Wow. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Union City product.
Yes, sir.
But what Coach Valdez has done, I would assume that's like a coaching mentor for you.
My mentor, my brother, you name it. Like, that's somebody I lean on. I could go to whenever. He's a unique coach, He's older, but he still he could grasp younger guys.
He can relate to them.
He can relate. He's the big brother and the little brother at the same time. He coached under a legend and played for a legend, Coach Stern.
Okay.
So when Hoboken was...
That's where he went to high school, Hoboken, right?
When Hoboken was running North Jersey back in the day, But like I said, man, great coach, great human being. I give him whatever I got.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how he takes on his program. He gives those kids whatever they need. Those kids get 3 meals a day on the school. Sponsored by Under Armour. We just took kids to go see Rutgers. Took 45 kids on the bus to go see Rutgers. Like,
Wow.
It's not a lot of programs.
There's not a lot of programs doing that in the
Dude,
state.
that's diving into your life, not just your football.
Yeah, he wants to see you, like, even if you don't go to college to play football, I bet you he still has relationships with guys that are just going to work or they're going to a trade school.
Yep.
He forms those relationships. He's opening I
doors.
look up to him, and, you know, I don't even coach for him, just from recruiting E and having conversations at conventions and stuff like that. You know, he is someone definitely look up to in the coaching world in the state of New Jersey.
He's still a sponge. He's still learning. He's learning from me. I'm learning from him. It's like, it's a great relationship to have. Mm-hmm. That's a great head coach to coach under.
Absolutely. You know? That's what's up.
That is tough.
Looks like you're in a pretty good situation over there.
Yeah. They take care of me.
Good.
So let's get away from football. Let's get away from training for a little bit. What are 3 hobbies that you do outside of football, training, coaching? Like, let the people know a little bit something about you outside of football.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know my favorite sport is bowling.
Bowling?
What?
Are you
I was
nice?
not expecting that. I was not
nice.
expecting that.
I'm nice. I got a bowling ball right.
Oh, he got his own
right now.
We going tomorrow night.
Got the shoes.
I'm
and
with
everything.
it. I'm with
What's
it.
up? You can't bowl, bro. You got a torn Achilles.
I'm going golfing Saturday though.
You're crazy, man.
I'm gonna just slide the foot back.
So we're not talking.
Bowling.
Yes.
Wow.
What's your best score?
299.
Damn. I was not expecting that either.
You like that for real?
He is like that.
He walking back, wiping the ball, like
yeah.
putting in the bag.
He's over here like
Yeah.
you put spin on. You gotta put spin on. If you shoot 299,
gotta send it in the pocket, man.
wow.
So I like the bowl. And then when I went to school in Maryland, man, they skated a lot. So the skating parties there.
Yeah, not blades.
Nah, roller skating.
Roller skates.
Yeah, man.
You could do the dances and stuff.
Roll bounce.
Nah, I ain't that nice.
Hey.
I ain't that nice, bro. But good music and you just skating, man. It's fun. It's a good time. And shoot, last thing.
It's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
Tough one.
I like being on the grill with my pops.
I've seen that. I've seen that on the gram. You know, I be seeing, he be having these cookouts and stuff at the crib.
No.
I've never, ever got an invite.
He'll invite me the day before, talk about, we having this, bro. Pull up. It's like, bro,
You know, that was planned weeks ago.
Yeah, like, or I'll be in Charlotte. He'll be like, where you at?
I need
you know where I'm at.
I need a cookout invite.
Yeah,
man.
I got you.
I need a cookout invite.
I got you this summer.
What was it last? No, it was last year. You had your birthday party.
Yeah, the jersey thing.
Yeah.
That's how I got this, man.
See?
Yeah, man. I got you.
So
we out.
And I see your relationship. Speaking of your dad, I see your relationship with you and your dad. So, would you say he played like a huge part in your life and all that stuff?
Yes, that's where I got my motto from. Guide, mold, and support. My dad been there since day one. Shoot, that's my superhero. Like a lot of guys in our industry, the athletes that we dealing with, most of them don't. 85% don't have their father figure in their life. So when it comes to coaching or it comes to training, I try to fill that void with that.
That's special.
Yeah, like as a coach, damn, you are a father figure, you are a big brother, you are Uber driver,
chef,
you name it.
bank sometimes.
Yeah, so that's a father basically.
Yeah.
So I want to thank my pops for everything he done for me, and he still got my back no matter what.
Shouts out to Pops.
You're a fourth?
Yup.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, man.
IB.
I'm gonna give me a junior one day.
Yeah.
I'll talk that into existence. I'm gonna have me.
You gonna have a fifth?
Nah, man, I'm gonna keep it there, man. But he'll get my name as a middle name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
He said, the lineage, you gotta stop somewhere.
Mine ain't stopping.
Nah, you gonna keep it going?
Yep.
Maybe if I have
Everybody
like a third boy, then
Everybody keeps saying I'm gonna have girls though.
We're gonna have all girls.
Yeah.
Nah, we need a DB, bro.
We need a DB.
Need a
we're
fly
gonna,
boy.
but you know what? We're gonna that DB is gonna work with Myles on speed when he turns 1. Yeah. As soon as he's walking, I need him to learn how to run fast because I've gotten called out 2 times now for being slow.
Twice.
So I
One
can't.
of the fastest dudes ever.
Yeah,
Jersey.
that's what I'm saying. So I need my boy.
I appreciate that, bro.
You know,
I need my boy kind of like training him young.
start him off.
You know where I'm be at?
I'll be there too.
Yo, little man, come on. Let me show you something.
Come on, my boy.
But all right, I got
Here we
my
go.
2 surprise questions.
I don't know if he's ready for these.
You want 1 or 2? Pick one.
Pick one.
Let's go with 2.
I like that.
My carry number.
See, my boy knows what it is.
I hate that we're giving him so many props this morning. I'm supposed
Well, the
to-
last one I was getting
All right,
roasted.
before we start that,
Oh,
yo,
here
look
we
at
go.
the drip on this man. Yo,
man.
show him the sneakers you got on today.
Damn.
Bad feet.
Why is that bad feet? Look at the chrome.
The chrome.
Not bad.
Cam dressed you today. Did he?
Maybe.
Did he?
Yeah.
Answer the question.
Yeah, he did.
Appreciate you, Cam.
Well, I was gonna wear what I was gonna wear. I was gonna wear like some coaching. Like I had this like quarter zip, like that I would wear golfing. It's like a cool, like a lighter blue. I was gonna wear some Nike joggers and roll them up, get the little ankle showing. It's nice outside today, and then I was gonna wear this hat, and I didn't know what shoes I was gonna wear. Bad fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what he said. He said
It's a
that.
horrible fit.
We gotta get my boy on some J's.
So he got one pair.
I got one pair. I need more.
He's worn them. We've had what 4 episodes. He's
I've worn them
3
Yeah.
before.
And the other episode, I wore the J. Cole Pumas.
Oh no, wait, 2 out of the 4 because he wore some dirty Vans the first.
Oh yeah, the white
Got the
van.
damn Daniels.
Yeah, the damn Daniels. Back at it again with the
Damn,
white
Daniel,
vans.
back at it again with the white Vans. So,
All right, but question 2. Let's get to it.
if you had to pick one person since 2014, so the last NCAA came out in 2014. Who would you put on the cover?
Since 2014.
You have any?
Don't
Yeah,
Any
it's
person.
been a big argument.
Going all the way up to now.
Yep.
If you say this person, I'm not coming.
He's
back
not
to
gonna
that
say
guy.
who I said,
I'm not coming. I'm not working.
but I don't know
out.
if he's gonna say who you said.
I
He's gonna come up with
I
a-
have everybody but the person you said. That's the argument.
Correct.
Okay. I'm going with somebody in Jersey.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I think I know who he's gonna go
I
with.
think I know he's going.
You
I
brought
think
his-
I said
I
this.
think you
person.
brought his name up.
I'm gonna go with Jabril Pepper.
Yeah.
Told you.
I respect that.
That was
though.
one of my
I respect
arguments.
that. I respect that.
A dynamic.
But you
player,
said his name and I
offense,
didn't disagree with
offense
you.
and defense.
Yeah. Nah, I respect that.
One of the biggest highlight tapes.
Yeah. Oh nah, yeah.
I remember Jabril when he was in high school. Right?
His high school highlight tape went
we were
stupid.
We were running track, bro. He went down, huge as he is, ran like 10-3. Phew, took off one stage, came back, and they set his time. He had his teammate right now. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
He smacked the dog boop, out of some. Like I'm talking about, took the air out of the dude.
Really?
Like, and I was like, yo, like that's a huge human.
Yeah.
He did something that
Like a
not many.
move.
And Kaboom
Yeah.
with it.
He did something that not many people do in college. He played both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nah,
He could have went to the league for either side.
That name right there, I can't.
did
You
you
can't
go with?
disagree with it. I said Joe Burrow.
Okay.
I'm everybody but Joe Burrow.
He's just anti Joe Burrow. I say Joe Burrow because he won the Natty, won the Heisman, undefeated.
Tavon Austin.
Oh, that was my next one.
Come on, man. This
I
man
went to
talk
school
about-
in Baltimore.
This man talking about Joe Beasy.
That was the next
Joe
person.
Shiesty, don't disrespect.
fault.
I went to
Shiesty.
school in
But-
Baltimore.
I'm not disrespecting. That's a great
Tay
pick.
Tay.
Yeah.
You got too many people since.
No, absolutely, but like
That
everybody
was-
gets
that was literally my next person.
Everybody gets
Man.
their own pick, right? And I just felt like what he did, being undefeated Heisman Trophy national champion, like that's something that's never been done before. And what he did with like the feet
cigar?
up in the
He
cigar.
got all the antics.
Nah, it was
Like,
iconic.
he
It was
has-
iconic.
he
Like
has to
imagine
have-
the NCAA 2022 picture being Joe Burrow sitting on a chair
But look,
with his cigar in his
Tavon
mouth.
Austin was different.
Nah,
man.
he
That
was. He
whole
was.
highlight
He
tape
was.
of one team.
He was.
One
Nah,
game.
I'm not taking that away from anybody.
One game.
Everybody gets to pick, right? Everybody gets to pick.
Yeah.
He just hates the Joe Burrow argument because I would.
So many before him. It's too many
Yeah.
before him. To
So
pick
he's the
one.
most recent in my eyes.
He-
That's why he came to
He
mind
has
first.
to have the intro.
I don't think that's a bad pick.
He has,
though.
he has to be in the
That would be
intro.
fire.
Okay.
That would be fire.
He's definitely intro. Like,
See,
there's
now
gotta be
we're-
a bunch of players in the intro, but one person has to be on the cover.
We're making progress right here though, because we got a whole 10-minute video of us out there yelling. So we're making progress right here.
His argument is he was National Heisman.
But like he has nothing to say to make that a bad thing.
I said the person on the cover doesn't always have to be team things.
Right.
Like national championship is a team thing.
Agreed.
Without wide receivers, he doesn't win the Heisman.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But I think Burrow opened up that window for that transfer portal.
Oh yeah, wide open.
What do you think about the transfer portal?
I hate it.
Being a
It
high
takes
school
away-
coach, I know it is.
It takes away from high school recruiting.
100%. And now there's no JUCO recruiting.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to go JUCO. You could just go walk on, and then you came from that school, right? So like, just say like I went to X school, big Power 5 D1, but I walked on.
Do you know how it works?
What do you mean?
All right, once one kid enters the portal, they no longer can have a 4-year scholarship. It's whatever that kid's left off. So let's say if you have 2 years left on your scholarship, now they go get them a 2-year
You
player.
only can get two-year person to play in college.
See, I ain't know that.
So
that takes away from a
the
lot of
high
people.
school scholarship
Because
high
the
school
count.
recruit. Yup.
It's all about the count. Yeah, I didn't like. I don't. We talked about it on the last episode. Like I personally, I don't think it's good for football. If they have a legit reason, all right, I could respect that. But if you're just moving and moving because you can, I mean that's bad for the game.
Nobody grinds out the hard times. When it get hard, you not starting.
Exactly.
You lost your spot.
Adversity.
Like that's what makes you who you are.
Man, it makes you a man too.
Bro, I wasn't going into my junior year or going in my sophomore year, I wasn't starting at safety. They moved me to corner. Mm-hmm. And I hadn't played corner since prep school. I'm like, in spring, I'm like, man, I don't want to play no corner.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm third on the depth chart. Both starting corners go out. What happened?
Jump up.
Bro, dogged that spring ball and ended up starting at corner.
And you could have tanked it and been like, I'm leaving.
I gotta
ended
play
the
safety.
portal.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But the coaches saw what I was good at, and that only helped me be a good nickel. What I am today.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If I had never moved to corner in college, I would never play nickel.
You chose a place to go there for 4 years. You don't choose
You grind it out.
You don't choose to go to a place for a year. Stay.
That's what's happening
Grind it
now,
out.
man.
So if a GetWright or a FlyBoy came to you and was like, "Yo, I'm not rocking with these coaches. I'm not
Always
doing
tell
this,
them,
that,
man.
this."
Try to grind it out. You give it at least 2 years.
There's some scenarios where it's like, all right, you got to move.
Yeah.
But most of the time, grind it out.
Grind it out. Only one scenario like if a kid say he got recruited and head coaching changed and everybody wiped out.
And they left.
I
respect that.
That's different.
If the coach leaves, the player should be able to leave. That should, you got recruited a lot of times. When you get recruited, like for me, I went to King because of Coach Garrett. So I went there for a coach. So if Coach Garrett left, I would have been like, damn, that would have been ass.
That's another thing. Like with the college game, coaches are coming and going.
Jalen Waddle spoke on it on I Am Athlete. He said, if coaches are able to do it, players should be able to do it. But he also said there should be restrictions.
Yeah, they gotta make it like a 1 year rule.
There's got to be limitations.
One team rule, 1 year rule. You can't
be transferred to this school. Oh, this didn't work out. Oh, this school, nah, I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, it's bad for the game.
And then the COVID season doesn't help high school kids at all.
I have a sixth-year senior playing football for me this year.
Yeah,
He's a year younger than you.
Yeah, it's getting wild.
Yeah, dog though. I'm excited.
He excited.
I'm excited about it.
I would be a dog if I was a senior too.
He's good. He's good. But Alvin, you actually played against him. Shouts out to you, Basani, my boy.
Stop that, man. You're so weird.
I'm gonna stop that myself up.
Nah, you can't stop now.
Facts.
That's his thing.
That's his thing.
It happens.
To wear horrible clothes and to dap himself up.
Well, this is my brother's clothes, so
Fuck it.
This is me.
I am him.
You are him.
All right, we got one more question.
Let's get
All right.
it.
Name 3 Disney movies in order. Your favorite.
Your favorite Disney movies from lowest to highest, or highest to lowest, whichever one you want.
All right.
It could be like Disney Channel to Disney shows to
Anything
movies
on
that just came
Disney
out.
Plus. If it's on Disney Plus.
All right.
Nah, don't give me Marvel. Don't give me no Marvel.
No.
I'm talking straight Disney work.
Blank check.
Ooh. You don't even know
My
about
God, I don't even know what that is. This man went.
I know about that.
I went back in time. Must have went back in time for that one.
That's a good one.
That was
You must have
good.
reached in your goodie bag.
Wow.
That was one of my favorites.
Okay.
Wow.
Blank check. You gotta go with Lion King.
Respectful. Which one? The animation? The anime?
Nah, the
or
original.
Original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like Beyonce?
I love Beyonce,
You don't like Danny Glover?
but I like the original. I grew up on the original.
Respectfully. Respectfully. Did you know Chance the Rapper played all the little insects? You know when like Hakuna Matata got like the little insects song? It's Chance the Rapper.
Oh wow.
I'm a Chance the Rapper fan. I know a little thing in here.
I like his music. I ain't know all that though.
Keep going. What's your third?
We got one more.
What's your third?
Third one. You said it could be a show or a movie?
Movie. Let's stay movies.
Stay movies.
He's a Disney kid.
It's my guy.
Damn, third one. Damn.
You mean name some?
Yeah, go ahead. Go down.
We
You got Mulan, Tarzan.
You got Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings.
You got
Cool Runnings. Yeah.
good pick.
That's a great pick.
That's a good
One
pick.
for the rhythm, two for the rhyme. Come on, y'all. It's bobsled time.
That's a good one. I like that one.
If you haven't seen those movies, I gotta
go
go
watch
see.
them.
You gotta
What is
see
it?
Blank Check.
Blank check. It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Blank check.
You wanna know what Salvo said?
What you say?
High School Musical.
We're all in this.
He looks
You
like
can't be surprised with him saying that.
He looks like
Though. We love you, Dill, but damn,
Should
bro.
have been Troy's best friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
absolutely.
And then trained him.
What's up, Troy?
He should have been in for Corbin Blue.
Right.
Yeah.
Trained him 10 years later.
But definitely appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate
This
y'all,
was
man.
dope, man. Appreciate you taking the trip all the way down here to Middlesex County, Central Jersey.
Central.
Central Jersey.
I thought it was just the north and the south.
Nah, cuz.
Nah, see, there's a Central and you're in it right now. We appreciate you taking
Where
the
the
time.
dogs come from.
Rutgers is in Central Jersey, so
Okay.
So I'm
yeah.
gonna give people a little sneak peek. You know what I'm saying? Me and Coach GetWright gonna have something special for 2023.
Oh yeah.
2023 is gonna be. It's going up. It's going up.
Uh-oh.
going up.
Okay. Hey, make sure you stay tuned into this because it's going to
Something
get
special.
good, man.
We're gonna
I'm
do something
excited.
right.
That's what's up.
But you got anything you want to tell the people? Anything?
Drop your
Words
Instagram.
of advice, gems, whatever you got.
Just be yourself, man. Just be yourself and love yours, man. Life is short.
J. Cole, no such thing.
Off season.
No such thing in the life that's better than yours.
Drop the social medias. I know Twitter you on, Instagram.
IG, Instagram, Coach GetWright _FBF. On Twitter, Coach _GetWright. Follow me, man.
And follow FlyBoy family.
Yup.
Follow.
FlyBoy. We'll drop them all underneath for you guys. But, you know, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is one of our big guests right here. This is our guy. You know, I've known him for years. This is family. This is truly family right here. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend, man. We out.
Because we all friendly.
Off season.
All men are created equal. Some just work harder during the off season.
Let's work.